Hi, Big Tractor Power fans. This video comes to you from a field located in north central Indiana where a 200 PTO horsepower John Deere 8300 tractor is planting popcorn with a 40-foot wide, 16-row, 30-inch spaced John Deere 1770 NT planter. In this presentation, I would like to share with you the tractor's production history, specifications, and original price tag, as well as taking some time to visit with the farmer about the tractor. But first, let's head out to the field so that you can see and hear all this corn planting action. The John Deere 8300 is part of the 8000 series of tractors manufactured by the company at its Waterloo Works located in Waterloo, Iowa from model year 1995 through 1999. This series includes 4 models: the 160 PTO horsepower 8100, the 180 PTO horsepower 8200, the 200 PTO horsepower 8300, and the 225 PTO horsepower 8400. The 8300 tractors produced for model year 1995 and 1996 are powered by a 7.6 liter 466 cubic inch John Deere turbocharged 6-cylinder engine rated at 200 PTO horsepower. The machines equipped with the 7.6 liter engine feature what is nicknamed the Tiger Stripe decal. It is a yellow John Deere hood sticker that has horizontal black pinstripes. Beginning in model year 1997 through the end of production in 1999, the 8300 was equipped with an 8.1 liter 496 cubic inch John Deere turbocharged aftercooled 6-cylinder engine, also rated at 200 PTO horsepower. The tractors produced with the 8.1 liter engine feature a bright yellow decal on the hood. This tractor is equipped with a 135-gallon diesel fuel tank and features a John Deere full power shift transmission with 16 forward and 4 reverse speeds, which allows the machine to travel from 1.4 up to 21.1 miles per hour. When it rolled off the assembly line, it weighed in at 18,523 pounds and can be fully field weighted up to 26,230 pounds. When the John Deere 8300 tractor was new, the models with the 7.6 liter engine had a base list price of $99,630. When the tractor was updated to the 8.1 liter engine, the price increased to $103,700. Bob, I appreciate getting to visit your family farm and watching your son planting with the 8300. What crop is being planted today? Something a little different than just regular old corn.
Yes, this is popcorn from ConAgra, which is Redenbacher popcorn, which everybody knows about. That's what we're planting today.
Oh, very good. And is it just raised like regular corn, or do you harvest it with a combine?
It's still harvested with a combine. It's planted just like regular corn, only it's planted thicker. We get up into the 35,000 seeds per acre. You got to plant it shallower. It doesn't come up quite as good, but and it's all non-GMO, so there's no GMO popcorn. and then it's harvested in the field, and it dries down in the field with a combine. We have about 2 million pounds of popcorn in some grain bins not very far from where we are that's stored from last year yet that hasn't been hauled into the plant.
Oh, very interesting. And what kind of yield does popcorn have?
It's done by the pound, and depending on the variety that you get, but roughly, if you compare it to field corn, it's roughly 80 or 90 bushel to the acre, but it's really, really heavy.
No, very interesting. Well, I hope to come back and see the harvesting part of it too. That's very interesting.
We'll be glad to have you back. Yes.
Yeah, thank you. So it's exciting to see the 8300. You've got a beautiful example of the 8000 series, and I know that you are Mr. International to me. You and Ken Updike are two of the best guys for international harvester history. You've collected a lot of internationals, farmed with them, and Case IH. But so why do you have a John Deere out here planting?
Well, back in 1998, I had bought my 13th and 14th Magnum from Case IH, and both of them had a lot of problems.
And you were actually there with the president of Case IH to see him go down the line.
Yes, we were invited up to watch him come down the line. Jean-Claude met us on the line. One of them was an 8920. It failed all the inspections and was pulled off the line, so we didn't get to drive it off the line. The 8950 we bought, or they'd ordered. When it got down to the line, putting the hood on, they put an 8940 hood on my 8950. And I asked the guy on the line that I said I thought I was supposed to be getting a 50. And I says, do I have to pay for the 50 when you're putting the 40 hood on? And all of a sudden, there was some not so nice words said. And we got the tractors back to the farm, finally. And the 8950 was on the semi 6 times in 600 hours, and the 8920 was on the semi to be repaired 3 times in 300 hours. We got to where we didn't have a tractor to farm with. Case IH refused to extend the warranties, and I kind of threatened them about 2 8300s be here in 4 or 5 days, and they basically told me that wasn't going to happen. Well, there was an 8300 here on Wednesday and one on Friday. And we still have one of them 8300s. It's never been back to the dealer since 98. But I am still a red man, true and blue.
Well, I think it's just a very interesting story to, hear about how a tractor was purchased. And this one's now 27 years old.
Yes, 27 years old, still going strong. And my son's bought a couple Deere since. We still run red combines and red tillage tools, but the planters and tractors are green. They may go back red someday. We've looked at them before.
Sure. Well, a little bit of Christmas on the farm, right?
Yes, there you go.
Well, I appreciate getting to hear the story of how this particular one got to the farm, and it's just a great example of the 8000 series, and a testament to what they are, to see it going strong and putting the crop in.
Yeah, they just don't fail you. That's the 8000s. Our John Deere tech said we're crazy if we ever trade it for a new Deere, so he says you need to keep it. You won't have any trouble.
No, that's it's true. They're good, strong tractors, but you don't have all the technical and computer stuff that
none of the pollution
doesn't hold up.
Yeah.
Well, Bob, thank you very much, and appreciate the tour of the farm. And I also just want to mention before we wrap up, when we look out here, we can see this nice prairie soil. And if I zoom out a little bit, we can see that lighter soil on the other half of the field, along with Bob's family farm over there. So we are actually at the very edge of the prairie here in Indiana.
Yes, we're on one of the fingers that come up in Indiana, and that is the true edge of the prairie. Everything south of there, not everything, but a lot of south of there is all nice black ground, Brookston soil. And when you go north, you got the clays and the sand where the glacier dropped it off. And it doesn't produce quite as good as what we are south. But my house is right on the edge of the prairie.
Well, it's a nice view off the front porch and good place to raise popcorn.
Yes, it is.
Well, thank you very much. I hope that you've enjoyed spending some time out in the field with this John Deere 8300 tractor planting popcorn. I would like to hear in the comment section below this video if you use John Deere 8000 series tractors on your farm. Tell me about the model that you're running and the implements that it operates. If you have appreciated this presentation, I hope that you'll consider subscribing to Big Tractor Power YouTube, where there's over 3,000 videos of farm machines in action. As always, thank you for watching.